Good morning. It's another week and it's finally February. So I want to talk about trip stuff first. Last week on Tuesday, I went to my manager and asked her for an update on my request for time off. And she, bless her soul, informed me that I can only have the days off that I have paid PTO for. So that makes 2 days. So that leaves me with a few options. Obviously, I've already booked some stuff, and my friend has booked some stuff, and so I'm gonna do my best to actually be there. So, since my job is bad for my sanity anyway, I think I should get a different job. Especially after today, but that's a different story. So I'm hoping to leave this job, go on vacation, come back, start a new job. That's the plan. Don't know how well that's gonna work out though. We have Cursed Child tickets booked, the Red concert tickets booked, the studio tour tickets booked, and we also she just booked the hotels today. So that's all done. I need to look up plane tickets again. I haven't got the plane tickets. I still don't know if I'm going to go for the whole 2 weeks or if I'm going to go for 10 days. Because depending on how long I'm gone, I can work for a little bit longer. So I got to see. I sent an email to that coffee shop that I was thinking about working at, and they told me that I need to look up the Facebook page for the specific location so that I can put in an application, hopefully from the page, since they don't have any place to hand it off there. Yep, still planning on going. It's an exhausting thought. But I know once I'm there and landed and through customs, I'll be fine. In the words of a few people from my stories, it's the getting there that's the problem. Saturday morning when I first got up, honey, I'm sorry you want to get over, but do it right. The first thing I did was to drop my new water bottle on its face, and it smashed in. So I broke my favorite water bottle, and then Dad ran out the same day and bought me 2 more, so that was lovely. January's been a very stressful month, and I'm really glad that it's kind of over. But I wish the high intensity tightness in the chest and the chest pain and the rib pain, all of that would go away, because I'm still really stressed. I've been trying to go through and declutter some of my material belongings so that it can clear out some of my headspace, so I know I don't have as much stuff around. But I feel like there's mental decluttering that I need to do as well, and it's way more difficult to do that. I think part of my problem is that I have too many stories going right now. I wrote them down today along with some notes on what to do with each one, and I have 11 stories going right now. Some I haven't written in a while, some I need to do different things with, write chapters or post chapters, or split the story into chapters because I wrote it as one long stuff. I was writing a lot of Black Widow, and I have like I want to say I have like almost 40,000 words with the, like a couple of the extra scenes that I've written. I have like 36,000 words written of the normal story. And oh, I didn't realize the bus was moving. Love that for me. I've written pretty much all of Black Widow that I can write for Dora and Ronan right now. A malt on a car. So I think for now I'm gonna take a break on writing Black Widow because I haven't posted any of it yet, even though I've written 36k words. So I'm gonna take a break on that, and I'm gonna concentrate on a couple of the other smaller, well, the stories that I know are gonna be smaller, like the prisoner extras that I'm supposed to be writing. Because I have some ideas for those, so I've been working on them today. And then I'm also going to hopefully finish Brotherhood and Belonging. And I need to reread both of those and then finish them. Hopefully Brotherhood, I don't think Brotherhood will take too many more chapters because it's a very simple concept. Actually, Brotherhood's very complex, but the concept of the story is super simple. There's so much I need to talk about, but I can't look at the list when I'm driving, so I can't remember things. Love to sit down with coffee and have a little chat. And I'm home. I'll have to continue this later. Well, I'm here and I have my coffee. I'm going to be constantly looking over here because that's where my notes are. And I just can't help it. I do have more writing things that I've been working on. And that would be, I finished the next Shadow chapter, which is Shadow chapter 60. It's so difficult not to give spoilers for Shadow because we're so far ahead. But Nymphy's getting a little bit more crazy and doing a little bit more dangerous things. So actions are being taken to protect people around her. Now, since I finished the Black Widow bit that I've been working on, like I said when I was driving home, I somehow got into a Teddy and Delphi mood. And so that is what I've been writing for the last 4 days. Since like Thursday or Friday? I don't remember. Anyway, I wrote the standalone scene and then I began to write something else, a different kind of story involving them, about them. Yeah. And then we were talking about adding aspects of one of those stories into Shadow, so we'll have to see how that works out because I don't know how all the things are going to play out yet. It could be interesting though, but it's adding a lot. Not a. Is it a lot? I don't think it's a lot, but it's a big concept. That makes zero sense to people who don't understand. Anywho, I wrote the short story that my best friend inspired me to write at 2:30 in the morning, her time, because she just had a random idea and she told me about it, and she said that we should wait until after we'd finished Shadow, and I was like, So from the 28th to the 31st, no. I think it was 28th to 31st, but it only took me 3 days, so I don't know which 3 days it was. because 28, 29, 30, 31, that's 4. But there wasn't 4, it was 3 days. I don't understand how numbers can make no sense like that. Anywho, I finished that short story and put it up on our joint account, which is Bella and Dora on fanfiction.net, and it is called Worth It. And I mean, it is kind of a short story because there's several scenes in it, but it is only one chapter. And when I posted it, I forgot to mark it complete. So somebody reviewed it and said, "Hey, hope there's more chapters." And I was just like, "Oh my goodness. Why do I set myself up for these things?" As you might be able to tell, you can't really tell. This is an iced coffee, and I made it with Keurig. I've been doing this for a few days, since Thursday night, I think. I took iced coffee with me to a friend's house. All I do is brew a K-cup on the smallest setting over ice, add creamers, and it's good. So I've been doing that. Then on Saturday, my friend video called me and asked me a bunch of Harry Potter questions that one of her coworkers had asked her in front of her whole team, and I knew one of them out of like 25 or 30 because they were all pointless facts that I never use. I have been watching the Clone Wars, Star Wars, the Clone Wars, and I'm on season 4, and this is the 3rd time I've watched, or the 4th, I'm not exactly sure. I've seen some of the seasons more than others. But the Clone Wars are episodes that I can watch over and over and not get tired of them. And which is crazy because as much as I'm obsessed with Harry Potter, I've seen the movies once, like back to back, and then I've seen the first 4 like when I was way younger, but I've seen them. I've rewritten all of the scenes in my fan fictions, so it's kind of, I watch it and I'm like, I've seen this 100 times. But it's all in my head. It's not like I actually watched the movies 100 times. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's weird that I would that I can watch the Clone Wars over and over and over, and I'm not like overly obsessed with Star Wars like I am Harry Potter, but I wouldn't sit down and watch Harry Potter over and over, and I wouldn't put it on as background music, neither that nor the audiobooks. Like when I got in my car, I thought, oh, I'm gonna put an audiobook in it and listen to Harry Potter as I go to work. I have not done that. Probably won't either. I'm so tired. Work today was exhausting, and that's the other thing that I need to do because I talked about things, and we talked about things, and you talked about things, and I'll talk about things. But today at work, one of my friends, she got walked out. She got fired. And I'm not super close to her, but she's somebody that, like, if I have time, I'll stand, there. Like, if we're in line for the microwaves together in the break room, I'll stand there and talk to her. She stopped and talked to me when I'm in line for the coffee truck, and then like when she's leaving for the day, we say goodbye, we say hi. We're friendly, and we do talk. And it was cute because when she found out that she was going to be a grandma, she came over and showed me the announcement, and I thought that was so special. But she got walked out today, and the whole team that she was on made fun of her not 30 seconds after she disappeared out of the building, and that includes the new manager of our entire department that's over all, like, 7 or 8 teams, however many are on the side. They were making fun of her because when they came to walk her out, she was like, well, let me finish this one, little bit of information that she was doing or whatever she was doing. And they were, I heard the new manager say, you want to finish this work? No, lock it. You're done. Words to that effect. That made me mad. Because management shouldn't do stuff like that. And if it is done to somebody in public like that, they all, and by all I mean she and the team leads that she was standing by and were laughing at her and with her, they have to be talking about everybody behind their backs. And, what are they saying? What are they doing? What are they conspiring? Supposedly, this girl was fired because she had strong opinions and was not afraid to express them, and perhaps lacked a bit of discernment when it comes to things that should be discussed in a workplace. But I still think, I don't know if they tried to talk to her, I don't know. But I've been in that kind of a situation where you're a bit too loud and you're a bit too expressive and they don't like people to say what they think. And I'm a thinker. I prefer to be a thinker. I don't want somebody to think for me. So I kind of understand why, but honestly, it took a traumatic experience for me to understand that silence is probably the best policy at this place, and that's probably why I'm having I started having panic attacks on the 20th. Now, it just solidifies my resolve to get out of there, and the sooner the better, I think. Hopefully, I don't want to stay. It's very sad. I do have a lot of stuff to do. As soon as it becomes time, I need to start laundry, and I need to be separating my Estella Parkington chapters so I can post new chapters. I haven't posted a chapter of that for a long time, and I don't know what chapter I'm on or what section of the story I'm on, but then I also need to get started writing that too. Ooh, this next chapter's to write. I already did that. So I need to do the EP chapters and type up, what did I write? Prisoner extras. But anyway, I honestly didn't drink much of my coffee, but I will drink it. I promise. Coffee is a good thing. I will probably see you tomorrow on the way home from work, and we can discuss whatever strange and terrible and lovely things happen tomorrow. Bye.